Hello, everyone. Good to see you guys. I am going to sit down here and explain to you what these videos are going to be about. So, as soon as someone jumps in, please let me know what you're thinking, what you want to see. But as you can see, I'm still got my Adventure with Purpose hat on. That is still going to be a thing in the future. But right now, the way the country is going and the way people have to be self sufficient now, I'm looking into supplying my family with food, uh, different ways, eggs, gardening, greenhouses, and we're actually thinking about getting chicken, goats, stuff like that. So I want you guys to be here to go along with us and just see what happens. Uh, the past few years, I haven't. Last year, I didn't have a garden. As you all know, my mother-in-law had passed away, and in that time, that's when gardening was supposed to be done. And my family really needed me. They still need me. It's a long process to lose someone you love so dearly as we did my mother-in-law. And well, just to make a long story short here, what I had done is I went from a 20 by 4 20 by 4 garden to a 76 wide by 120 long garden. I just tilled it up just a few weeks ago. I've got weed guard that I'm getting ready to order probably within the next few hours, and y'all are going to be able to check these videos out right here. I'm going to put them in different links, different places. I'm not even on Facebook right now because of a hacker, so I'm going to have to start all over again with that probably if I can't get back. But hey, I mean, life's life. I had it 14 years and it didn't happen. So, good morning, Martha. Great to see you. Uh, it's a good Sunday morning, warm today. A week and a half from now, we're going to be in the 20s at night and 40s in there in the day. So, enjoy today while we can. Get a little bit of a suntan and get ready for winter. But just glad y'all can jump in here and join me today. All right. I was sitting here on some cinder block. This is the cinder block that's going to be part of my chicken coop, and we're going to get the success chickens. If y'all know what they are, very easy chickens to look after. They take care of themselves pretty much. Maybe a couple of roosters and start breeding. But here's the deal. I am going to spin you guys around here. Never mind the mess. It's still a lot of process here to do. All right, this is the gardening spot. As you guys can see, I got cattle panels here on the ground. Hopefully y'all can see that. Y'all see my cup. But got some cattle panels. They're used, but I'm going to use them for my greenhouses. I'm actually going to have a total of 5 greenhouses just on the back side of the garden, on the lower side where it's more level, like stacked this way, push this way. Remember, like 20 by 18 with 4-foot high sidewalls. It's going to be like 5 high tunnels there. And this is the old garden. I don't know if you can see the outline of it, but it goes from 20 foot here, uh, well, from here to over about over middle of the garden is the 20 foot. The 40-foot went from up yonder, where the end of the greenhouse is, the used greenhouse. It goes from 40 foot there to there, where I was just at with that stake. So yeah, that right there shows me that I've really expanded my garden, and there'll be 5 greenhouses at the bottom facing this way. And then up here at the top of the garden, I've got this already existing greenhouse. I'm going to use it. I pulled all the dirt out, and we're going to I'm going to redo the bottom of it, retail it, put some weed bed material in there, and then redo the actual dirt. Right here is old strawberry. I'm going to do something with that when it comes back. But this area here, I'm going to have 2 smaller greenhouses. right beside there. I'm gonna put the weed bed down and put two smaller greenhouses here. One's gonna be for strawberries, and the other one's gonna be for like seedlings. We're gonna do our own seedlings. And then on the upper side of this part, we're gonna have a larger greenhouse, and it's gonna be more or less a 20 by 30 greenhouse. And we're gonna do all of our vines and our pumpkins and melons. You can actually grow melons in Virginia with a greenhouse uh, during the wintertime. I did not know that, but they got solar panel fans, they got solar panel heaters. And let me check out this chat real quick and just see who all's in here. Pappy Two Bears, great to see you this morning. Hey J Lo, how are you? Good to see you. Hey Ralph 91, great to see you too. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And we're not gone. We just took a long break. I hadn't had a time to break. Been busy working. So this is what I've been working on in my garden thus far. All right, I'm gonna take you up there behind me in a small pen right here where my cup is. It's some kitty cats. I just got that pen put up last week for one reason, and I needed to actually clear up a building, and I'm getting ready to build a chicken coop, and we're gonna hopefully, oh, this is the way it's gonna be the next few years, I hope. Uh, right now we are going to, I did not realize this, but the shop is open. I think the wind blew the door open last night. Oh gosh. But anyway, here's the future of my channel, and I've actually got fencing for an outdoor, like the run area. I've actually got I think it's a 129 by 20 runner that I'm gonna put in this area right here where the tree is, and that little white tool shed, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna put my chickens here with the chicken coop, and right there's the tent off the old building. That's the building that the cats were in. So I'm gonna take this, and we're gonna take the roof apart, the floor apart, get it all set up, and make a smaller building, more or less for the chickens that I'm gonna build the chicken coop with. But it's kind of a mess up here, but I worked hard on it a couple of days, and then the weather turned pretty frightening. Kind of glad to get these cats away from this area, because the trees are kind of dying out up here. Limbs are falling out of them. They're leaning real bad. The actual trees are kind of splitting. So I'm moving everything away from here. Both of these buildings are leaving. This one to be already leaving today, probably. There's my subfloor. I'm gonna have to tear it up and probably burn half of it and replace the floor to this building for the chicken coop. And that's gonna take a little bit of time to do, but we can get it done. And I'm gonna try to use my sides that were already on the little building. I'm gonna use that for my chicken coop. And of course my mess piles up pretty quick, like anybody else. This old swimming pool we had, and I'm keeping these bars just so I can tie up like cucumbers, tomatoes, and stuff like that. So hopefully I'll be able to get this roof. I'm gonna use the roof. This roof looks pretty decent. I mean, it's not built the best, but I'm gonna beef it up. I'm gonna cut this. It's gonna be more or less the same roof, but I'm gonna cut it off right here and make it smaller, and only use one of the doors that on the side of it. And the back is gonna actually overhang the nesting box by that far. And I'm gonna go underneath of it and build the nesting box and have the other door to where I can lift it up and actually, take and clean the nest out, gather the eggs, whatever I have to do. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. All right. here in Virginia. Tracy living. Oh, all right. Great to see you. Uh, you're in Virginia now for good, or every minute of it? All right. Good. I'm glad you're enjoying Virginia. It's a great place to live, except for in the middle of the winter time. So, uh, got a lot of projects. I'm actually I've actually purchased the we're purchasing a swimming pool from my sister-in-law. They decided they didn't need it, and they wasn't using it. So I figured, hey, I need to get ready for my other adventure. So I'm gonna take it and use it for practice. As far as the scuba diving, diving goes, and scuba diving, get myself built up, my lungs built back up the way they're supposed to be, and so that's going to be another project for probably about spring. After I get my chickens up, get my chickens going, get the garden laid out and planted. Man, I did not realize that wind was awful last night. I hope it didn't break my latch. Both of them's wide open. Hmm. Anyway, this is what happened. I don't know when. Well, I guess it did because it was latched. It was latched. And my building must have came into a little dilemma last night with that wind blowing. Got to do something a little better than that, huh? I guess it just, I don't know, screws are in that. I don't understand this. I have to ask somebody. Don't make no sense why that's open. I haven't been here down here this morning. But anyway, this is what's going on. Big garden, six six greenhouses. Five of them been 18 by 20. Uh, one been a 20 by 30, and it's going to be more or less cattle panel greenhouses. So you got to stay tuned for that. And just a lot of cleanup, a lot of different projects going on, and hopefully one day we'll be back out looking for different things out in the water, you know. And with your help, you know, we could do this. Just watch the videos that I do post. Uh, kind of kicking two things that I love at one time. And just a lot of projects to do around here. And y'all can come along with me and watch me do it. And my wife says she can do the editing now. So when you see some videos pop up on here, check it out. There might be some editing done from my wife, and she don't know I'm doing this video, but at the same time, uh, you know, we're going to do some things, and hopefully she can get involved with it too. Uh, one of the things we're going to do probably in April, I've done talked to the guy that does the bees, and we're actually going to do honeybees this year too, this coming year 23, and they'll be going on the lower end near the shop down there. Yeah, they'll be going right in there somewhere around this area near the shop, away from people, so that nobody gets stung. And in the process of that, we're gonna, you know, after we get all this tore out, cleaned up, and build the chicken coop, we're gonna probably make a. We're getting a goat, maybe two. I'm gonna take this building, take it down a couple of notches, and build a stable for our goats, and hopefully y'all can check that out too whenever we get to that point. And another thing too we're going to do is, since we're getting the honeybees and the chickens, uh, my little girl, she is going to, I'm going to till all this up down through here, right? Till all this up, all the way down. Well, I'll show you where we're going to do it from. This is unfortunately our cemetery for our pets. It's a pet cemetery. It ain't scary. Very peaceful place to go to talk to our past loved ones, our fur babies that have passed away. But in the area where all the dirt is showing, I'm going to till all this up all the way down to probably about the bird feeder, or a little bit before the bird feeder. I'm going to show you where the bird feeder is. It's a mess, I'm sorry. Had not cleaned it up, just been busting hunt to try to get this done. That's that little bird feeder down there. We're gonna put wildflowers down through here for the bees and for the chickens probably, and just for the beauty of it, make it look nicer down here anyway. And then we're gonna put the beehives on the other side, probably about where that window is on the shop, because I don't ever go in that area. I don't want to put them too close to the fire pit because that'll smoke them out. Don't want to hurt none of the bees if when I get them. And then we're going to put a pond in. We're going to make us a little pond, pretty good sized pond actually. In this area right in here, we're going to get us a tractor or an excavator and dig out the pond. And that's what all that swimming pool material there is for. We're going to line it with the swimming pool and then put red clay in the bottom of it to hold water for our chickens, maybe possibly ducks later. Just different things that we're going to get into just to produce food for the family. And I'm thinking very seriously, if we do really good with these greenhouses like I think we're going to do in that garden, possibly when we get our stash of food for the winter and continuous food throughout the year, I'm maybe going to do the farmer's market and sell some honey and sell some product. I'm actually going to do in the upper greenhouse, the big one, I'm actually going to do a lemon tree. So that's going to be a cool thing to look into. uh, Lemons go for a lot. I mean, we don't use many lemons throughout our lifetime, but hey, I don't know. Let me see what all we got in the chat here. It's been a little bit since I looked at it. Good. Maybe you had a visitor. Yeah, that's a possibility. You never know, right? Iron Maiden's in the house. Blunt County Bigfoot. Yep. Teddy. Oh yeah, it was good times, buddy. Let's see. Good to see y'all. Very good to see each and every one of you guys. I didn't think I'd have maybe one or two people watching this, because the fact of it is, it's been a while since I've done a video. It's been over probably 8 months. Hang on. I quit scrolling here. Yep. Well, okay. Yep. Good to see all you guys. Great to see all you guys, really. But if you notice some of the things I put, my daddy called me Outlaw when I was growing up. That was my nickname, Outlaw. I was always in trouble doing something I wasn't supposed to be doing. And it stuck with me. And when I think of, what to call my channel, what to do with what I'm doing, it's always got to be outlaw involved, right? Because I am an outlaw from years back. Just Daddy always caught me. There was never really an reward or anything like that to look at, to catch me, because he always knew what I was doing when I was doing wrong. So mama. So kind of like it goes over in the life process, how it goes. So let's just see what happens in the future here. Just so glad you guys can see me again. No, seriously, glad to see each and every one of y'all checking out the video. If you haven't checked out the other videos I've done, go ahead and check them out. See what the other part of this adventure is, and we're going to do things. And a part of that other adventure that I'm going to be doing involves other things too. I'm not going to release it right now, but you guys are going to really get involved in looking for things that may help someone out. Something different, a different idea. You know how I was with my other adventure. You always got to change it up and keep it real. So my next adventure, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all in on it. You know how you have a crime happen and it's really old, say 20, 30 years, and then there's always that weapon of choice that someone uses during their crime, and they don't get by with it, but they still cannot find what was done with. So I'm gonna look into crime that has been done, that has been almost solved, and go out looking for the weapons uh, in waterways, woods, dump sites. I know where possibly someone or some people that could be. Uh, Not sure. I'm to investigate something. You have to keep an open mind and really get into the detail of why this crime happened, what was the motive, and why would they do it, and where would they do it at, and how would they do it. So you got a lot of motives and different things you have to look into as far as crime goes. And been watching a lot of crime stuff lately. CSI, no, not CSI. Blacklist. I like that. I like that show. Very good show. We ain't got all the way through it yet, but we're working on it. Just different things that really stick out as far as what people do for crime and what kind of weapons they use and where do they throw them at. I mean, a lot of times people throw stuff off bridges and stuff. So we're going to be traveling a little bit in Virginia, Tennessee, Kentucky, West Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, and we're going to go to places that have had those crimes and people missing, and we're going to look into what they're saying. What the crime is actually telling us as far as what happened. But this is going to be to really help my family out. The part of the homestead. We're going to name it a ranch once we get everything going. Just kidding. Ain't big enough for a ranch, but yeah, if I could do it, you could do it. I mean, if you've got a front porch that's a 5 by 6, you can have a greenhouse. Believe it or not, I'm going to show you guys how to do that. I'm going to put a greenhouse right off my porch, just for the flowers and stuff. To show you how to grow flowers, and uh, we're probably going to put some peppers in reach of the front porch. So my wife needs a green pepper, or hopefully not a jalapeno pepper. Heartburn. Uh, if all else it goes good, I'll show you different ways that you could do it in a smaller area than what I've got. So next door neighbor, he's got his stuff together, and next door neighbor down that way, he's got his stuff together. And people across the road's got their stuff together, and it's my turn. I'm gonna enjoy some of this stuff. Uh, I'm gonna do it different than everybody else. I'm gonna try to work things different. It's my first time ever raising chickens, so wish me luck. And I look forward to not having to weed eat around the entire fence line, the creek, the upper side, and hopefully we can get everything going that we can enjoy the productive part of the property that we now have. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. Leave a comment in the chat. Let me know you watch this video. Let me know what you want to see as far as homesteading, or what our future is in this channel. So if you haven't subscribed, please do. Click the bell icon, and I will see you guys later. And keep on keeping on, folks.